You know how you could solve that? You got to say gross and then for me.
Gross for me.
You have to say for me every time.
Oh, this is a good example. Like today,
me.
I saw a chick with her nails. She got like a manicure. At some salon that does really cool nails, and they made this one a pointy nail with like a bloody French dip, this one a pointy nail with a bloody French dip, and then these are just 2 white regular nails. So when you go like this, it looked like vampire, like the canine teeth of a vampire. And I was like, dude, if I was a chick, I would totally get that. That's so cool. I love Halloween. That's really cool. And this guy goes, why would you have to be a chick to do that? And he might have been saying it nice, but that's how I read it. He's like, why would you have to be a chick to do that? I go, because for me, I'm a traditional male who believes in gender roles, and so for me, I would. So I did the for me in all caps.
What would like Josh's equivalent be? Like for him, he can't like fathom a vegetable, but for like us, that would be like healthy and like
for him, he's vegetable phobic. For him,
just the idea.
It's okay for him to be.
Just in case you're wondering.
Now, I'm following on now.
I love George. George is back in action.
Okay. Now I get what you're saying now. It makes sense.
Which is funny that you bring up the nail polish because there was like a year, I think 2 or 3 years ago, where you did rock nail polish.
I liked it. Yeah, well, for a number of reasons.
Interesting. Interesting.
Just one nail. I kept my pointer nail. I kept it a fake nail, so it was like stronger. And then I also always just said, while you're in there, just put some nail polish and mix up the different colors just with one. Here's the thing. Here's the reasons I was doing this. One, when you're a straight white guy, you look for any excuse to be different. You go, fuck, I got no groups.
Yeah.
You know? So what's a thing that could be mine?
I mean, you're hot.
Maybe I'll pretend I hate germs and never shake anyone's hand like Howie Mandel. You make up a thing.
Yeah.
You go, oh, that's my thing.
Yeah.
And so also like a lot of guys will pretend like they're colorblind. They ain't. They're just saying they're colorblind so they seem interesting. Or maybe if a guy's a prick, he'll pretend he has autism and be like, oh, well, I'm just autistic. That's why I'm an asshole and I'm terrible with social environments. Or if you're a girl and you're boring, maybe you'll pretend you're bisexual because no one's making you prove it. Right? Like every female comic. Remember every female comic? I'm bisexual. Get the crowd to clap. But then they're really fucking... Or girls now pretend they're whores. Every girl's like, that's how I got a stanky pussy. And then
they're
not? They're not whores.
That's stolen valor.
Well,
It is. We love whores.
We love whores.
And then these female comics, you DM and like, oh, Jeff Dye's trying. Oh, sorry, I thought you were a whore.
We love
You
whores.
advertised whore.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on here? But I did the nail thing for a long time. One, because I thought it'd be like my thing.
Yeah.
Didn't catch on. People hated it.
Yeah.
Plus, people that like me are like men.
Caleb Williams, it caught on for him though. He did it.
He did it?
Yeah, the Bears quarterback. He paints all his nails.
He's still doing it?
Yeah, a lot of young guys.
SC.
I think young guys are way more open to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, Jeff, your thing is you're hot, dude. That's fine. You're
That's
different
nice,
than
thanks,
all the
Josh,
other
but
guys.
I'm
That's your
aging.
thing.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm aging. It
You
might
are
not be
aging,
my
but you're
thing.
still hot.
That's Matt Rife's thing.
Well,
Yeah.
he's super hot. You're pretty hot.
He's
What's
like
Josh?
What's my
Josh's thing. I could tell you. You ready?
Yeah.
I won't be mean. I really believe this. You're so likable as like the everyday guy.
All right.
You're like the everyday guy.
Yeah, fuck you, George.
I'm a good-looking guy, and I try to dress sharp because I'm vain.
Yeah.
But there's something likable about a lack of vanity.
Yeah.
Who doesn't care.
That doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
He goes, I don't know. I'm just
In
gonna wear this shirt.
in my brain, I was like, "Oh, this podcast is being filmed. Nice cameras, and Josh is over here.
yeah.
His
Bro,
PE
this is
outfit.
him dressing up.
These are good outfits.
Yeah, these are good
Yeah,
outfits.
but
So-
Josh doesn't give a shit.
So
I
here's-
gave him those shorts, I don't know, a year ago.
Were you teaching
2
gym
years
class?
ago?
2 years ago, and he's been wearing them every time I see him.
So here's
but
the
he
thing.
loves them.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Here's the thing. I was going to come in. I was going to wear Padres. I was going to wear my jersey. I was going to do all this stuff. But this is going to come out right after the Padre-Dodgers
who knows?
series. So if the
So you're
Dodgers
saying you don't believe
win,
in them?
No, I want to win. But if the Dodgers win and
Doesn't
this
believe in
comes
them.
out and I'm wearing Padre gear, I just felt like that looks stupid.
You're going to wear Padre gear all year round anyways.
I'm
though.
going to
Yeah.
wear it. But if we lose and then
Yeah.
this comes out, I just was like, I don't want to jinx it or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's introduce him, then we'll start talking. I want to talk a little bit about baseball, because we started in the
Baseball.
Then I
am
yelled
Cuban,
at you boys.
so
Oh, nice. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
yeah.
Oh, how'd you get here?
My dad got here in a boat.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it like dramatic? Does he have a good story about it?
He does.
That's really cool.
Should we do that now or
Cubans.
later?
I love Cubans, and I'm
We're
really
the best.
There's only like 4 professional Cuban baseball players, and every one of their stories to get over here is wildly interesting. Like every one of them have like a super dramatic, like Yasiel Puig's mom almost died in a raft.
Yeah.
One
Well,
guy.
you know, Puig was extracted by the cartel.
Yes. Well, and also Puig. Fidel Castro was like, "We'll kill your whole family," and Puig's like, "Dude, I'm in America now." Like he was
Yeah,
like,
he's like,
he
"Please."
didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
And then what's the guy that throws like 105?
Oh, that's right. He's a Yankee. no?
Adalis. No, it's not Adalis. Chapman.
Yep.
So Chapman was like kidnapped and stuff. Like there was like a whole. All of their stories are like something we would see in a movie script.
That's crazy.
Like, we're so blessed to be born here.
That's so cool.
Some people are risking their entire lives to get over here.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
pretty cool.
I'll introduce.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll introduce Greg, and then we will. I'd love to hear the story. Greg's a very, very funny comic, good friend. Also been in a ton of commercials. You probably recognize him from Corona, all kind of commercials. Yeah,
Right. But I will say that as low that he is the commercial actor, you're a great stand-up comic. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be known as the guy fucking shilling out products for
No,
a
I
certain
mean,
price.
I do joke around. I was like, my dad fled Cuba, so I can be in the back of a Toyota and go, what if we shake it up a bit?
Well, and also just perfect for Hollywood right now.
Yeah.
You're like, he's sort of white, but he isn't
No,
so
honestly-
white that people will hate him.
Yeah.
He's from a different place. We think. We don't know where. He's very, we don't
Ethnically
know
ambiguous.
where he is from. But he's still handsome and likable. So yeah.
When I
It works
slate,
perfect.
I go, Gregory Santos.
Yeah. And they go, we can't have him because of his accent. And then you go, no, look, I
No,
talk
Gregory
like this.
Santos.
Yeah.
Gregory Mike Santos.
He's like, he has range.
that's funny.
Love it. Well,
Yeah,
thanks for
hell
being
yeah.
here. Your comedy
Hey,
is very, very good.
I
I've gotten
appreciate
to watch
that.
it a
Wait,
bunch of
is
times.
commercial acting? Is that like a slight?
No, just
you know what's
I
fu-
don't respect it.
No, Jeff doesn't respect it. No, for me.
The
Jeff's
world's
gotta go.
fine with
Jeff's
it.
got to go. For me.
Yeah.
Commercial
gotta say for
acting.
me.
For me, it's like being
painting
gay.
your fingernails. Exactly. I was getting there.
Oh, that makes sense.
No,
Dude,
no. Like,
Sydney Sweeney's in a Dr. Squatch commercial now.
Bro, I just saw that.
I'm like,
Our buddy
are
James Schrader got
Are there
replaced.
any boundaries anymore?
yeah, I
Our
don't
buddy
know.
James Schrader got replaced by Sydney Sweeney.
For a long time, there used to be Pride. I think young people ruined it. Young people just ruined it. They're like, well, why wouldn't she do that commercial? She's getting paid.
Money.
She getting paid. Remember when like movie stars were only in movies? They would never do series.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm past that.
They wouldn't do TV back in the
Now,
day.
now famous people do movies. They do series. They'll do
Commercials.
like online short videos.
Yeah.
They'll be like in a sketch. They'll go on a podcast of some girl who's only famous because she said a funny thing about sucking dick.
Yeah.
Like literally, they'll do anything. They're taking everything from her.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah.
I love it.
Money
What's your
talks.
favorite commercial? What's the one that?
My favorite one that I've done?
Yeah, or what maybe what they would know. Like, what's the most popular one?
That I've done or just commercials
you've
in
done.
general?
You've done. I
That
don't
you've
give a
done.
shit about
Oh.
other
What's the most famous commercial? What's the best commercial of all time?
Well, you
That's
know
what we brought you on.
Dude, you know what's funny? My
the most
Instagram
vague
just...
question ever. What is the best commercial?
There's a
I mean,
Doritos Super Bowl one
Dude,
a while ago.
I-
That was pretty
honestly,
good.
I do have two answers for what I think are the best commercials because my Instagram just fed me the WhatsApp commercial. And like, bro,
that was one
iconic.
of the
Like, I was
best,
like,
yeah.
oh my God, we don't have commercials like that anymore.
You know why it sucked though? Because for the next 3
Yes,
years,
it
all
was-
my
wow.
idiot friends were that. I go, God damn it, it
Every
worked.
time. Every
But
time.
I can't
worked.
remember. Here's the sad part. I can't remember the brand, but it was a phone company a couple years ago. They're like two guys in a locker room, and he's like going over his phone, and he goes, "It's also got anti-theft." And he goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Grab it." And he goes to grab it, and he fucking hits him, and he like
That's
throws it
pretty
at
good.
him. And I was like, "Dude, that's fucking hilarious."
Yeah, it's great.
Oh shit! My most favorite one that I've been in is probably Jesus Christ, Grandpa over
what
here.
a professional.
Let's just tell the audience that the first he walked in and he goes, "The file you gave me is too big. It's 16 gigabytes." And now his phone's
16
ringing.
gig.
Yeah, it's nothing.
I turned the volume off. What happened?
Yeah,
dude?
all
the
good.
odds of your phone going off is minus 300.
Well, God knew that
Yeah.
story wasn't very good, so he
No,
fucking
that
killed
wasn't
it.
God. Don't put this on my Lord.
Shit, man, I'm trying to remember. I don't know.
Your-
the Tony
your
Romo one
commercial.
was fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was
because
dope.
they flew me to Chicago, and
Nice.
you know, I got to shoot with Tony Romo, and it was
Yeah,
Corona.
and he was there.
He was there.
You
Yeah,
actually got to. Sometimes they'll do like a commercial with LeBron James, and then I'll ask my buddy. I was like, "Dude, what was LeBron like? That commercial was great." And he's like,
didn't
"Oh,
meet him.
thanks." He wasn't there. I
Yeah,
go,
no,
"What?"
no.
And then now when you watch commercials, you'll see like the little
can
camera
tell,
tray.
yeah.
You go, "Oh, he wasn't even in the same shot as him, so he probably wasn't there."
Yeah, no, they flew me in the day before, so I got to see him on a soundstage do his whole portion, and
Cool.
he signed footballs for everybody.
Yeah.
Not for me, yeah, but for the
If he wanted,
the
you
crew.
coulda had one
I could have been annoying, but I was
Yeah.
I can't be like, hey, where's my football?
You're
Mr.
like on
Romo?
his level, so you know.
I feel like autographs
Exactly.
are dead anyways.
Yeah,
Who wants an
Autographs.
autograph? I mean, I like an autograph if it's on like a really cool photo of someone I really like or something. But like the autograph is dead.
Yeah.
Here's the
It's not
problem
as
with
cool
autographs.
anymore.
People have ruined the autograph by going out and exploiting it and making money and getting them just to
Yeah.
sell and sign it. I think that's kind of what's ruined that.
Well, and also smartphones. Like, I'd much rather have an image of me with the person than them writing their name on something. I think
Yeah.
it's just
True.
dated. You
Oh,
know?
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like, I'm getting a really cool picture of. Do you guys know who Rick Monday is? Rick Monday was an outfielder for the Chicago Cubs. He was in the Marine Corps, I believe, some sort of military. And in the 70s, these hippies came on the field. One guy ran onto the field with his 11-year-old son, so shame on this guy. But there were like these like hippies who were against the war, and they ran on the field, put an American flag on the ground, and like started putting lighter fluid on it to set it on fire.
Oh, God.
But they were taking too long, and once Rick Monday, the outfielder, realized kind of like what's happening,
what is that over
he's
there?
like, what are they doing? Because
Is it a
they
picnic?
just kind of wait for security to get like people off the field. But he sees them fussing around with the American flag and realizes what they do. So he runs as fast as he can, snipes the American flag away from them, and then the crowd gives him like this huge standing ovation, and these two hippies get arrested. It's so amazing piece of like American history. Like that is easily his most famous moment. Cool. But there's this great HD image of him swiping the flag up from these two hippies, and the hippies are like outraged, like hey, and then it's signed in the middle by Rick. So like that's something I wanted in my house.
Yeah.
Because it's a cool image.
A burn flag
history.
rob. It's like a home run rob.
Mixed baseball with patriotism, which I love in my country. And so like that's an exception, I guess. But it's less about the autograph and more about like if someone sees it, like what's
a cool historical image.
Yeah.
I'm a bigger fan of Steve Tuesday.
Steve Tuesday, yeah. He
you.
was a commie.
Thank you.
What about Jack?
He would have never grabbed that
Steve
flag.
Tuesday would not have done
piece
that.
of shit.
Jack Wednesday would have, though.
Nice,
Steve
dude. Yes,
Of
and.
course you like Steve Tuesday, the fucking Cuban over here. Fucking comes to our country and then doesn't even respect it.
Yeah. I love that we get to see that. Is this like part of the
that's
bit?
pretty standard, dude.
It's that we just watch the news as we have the podcast?
No, this is George. So George, he doesn't know what's going on.
I'm just waiting for Josh to bring up something stupid for me to look up, and then
Yeah.
like not knowing where it is. Oh, I saw it at like 2 a.m. and then you can't find it. And you don't even know what it is though.
What's the over-under?
That is my most favorite criticism of Josh. I already talked about it on a different episode, but he'll be like, "Yeah, that's the thing with like this," and then I'll go like, "Oh, what is that?" You know, like a little child, and he'll go, "I don't know." You're like, "But you brought it up."
I don't know. I saw a headline, and
he just will literally tell me a little about it, and then when I ask, he knows nothing about.
What
this.
a concrete example that you just gave right there.
There's plenty of examples.
Never
of
happened.
it.
What's the over-under on
fake
minutes?
news.
I'll ask you to explain something to me.
Fake news.
Maybe you're just being too lazy to explain it, but you make it. You also will just like, oh, I saw a thing about it.
I don't know.
Where do you get your news?
I don't have time.
Telegram?
Fox, baby.
Truth Social?
Fox News.
Watch him on Gutfeld.
Yeah, what's the matter with you?
Back
No, let's get into this.
Wait, real
how do you
quick,
feel
though.
about George Floyd? You know that black guy that died? Let's get into it. Let's really get. I'm trying to make this
Now's
podcast
the time.
pop.
Now's the time.
You know that young hero that
Now
that
is
cop
the time.
murder? He could have been a doctor. That guy.
I have been doing a fun bit where I say Hollywood hasn't figured out diversity just yet for the Latins, and unfortunately, sometimes you need some sort of a bad event to happen. So
Sure.
I'm hoping Pitbull gets killed by a cop.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh no.
That's how I agree.
Never,
with the bit.
it never.
Oh, that'd be
You know what's funny?
fantastic.
Latin audiences will laugh, but when I do it for other audiences, they're like, "Oh."
I think it's good.
That's because we love Pitbull. Dude.
Maybe pick a different
I do
Latin.
love Pitbull. I could, but I'm saying for Cubans.
You know
I've
who
solved
should-
it for Cubans.
You know who should kill Pitbull? Michael Vick.
Nice, dude.
He's got all the experience and the resume to really make this happen for you, Greg.
Yeah. Let's call him. How's he doing?
He's fine. He's a good man.
fine.
He's a
Yeah.
good guy.
He's
We love
fine.
Michael Vick here on the podcast. Friend of the pod.
You know, pitbull fighting used to be a thing of esteem.
Really?
Yeah. The way that pit bulls were bred was to fight each other.
Right.
But it was like, let's say Josh had a pit bull and I had a pit bull and they were going to fight. We'd hand each other our pit bulls and wash them. It's A, to make sure that you haven't put some sort of chemical on the dog so when they bite, they lose. And
Oh,
it's
'cause
B,
poison.
correct. And B, to show that they're friendly. That they're only going to fuck up the other dog.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They're
Well, I will say
they're
this.
friendly towards humans.
I
Yes.
don't want this to be taken out of context, but like,
Oh jeez.
no, I don't. I just want to be
Oh, here
clear
we
that,
go.
like, obviously, I don't support like.
Disclaimer.
Well, it is a disclaimer because I don't want to support like pit bull fighting.
No,
Obviously,
God, I don't.
Dog
But I'm
fighting's
saying-
terrible.
I'm just saying that's the history.
No,
I read it in a book.
No, dog fighting's terrible. But if you do watch the type of pit bulls that like Michael Vick's crew was fighting, which Michael Vick wasn't, it was his men he knew. Those things are not. It's not your everyday dog wandering around.
No, they're
No.
mean.
They have to
No.
be bred in a thing
Yeah.
called rape racks or something like that. So they have to take these two dogs, put them in this device, force them to have sex, because if they don't put them in that like rape thing, they'll kill each other.
The rape rack.
They can't even have sex without trying to murder the thing they're having sex. So like these aren't typical everyday canines.
Yeah.
They're bred to be like war machines. So I'm just putting that out there. It's an interesting thing. I'm not saying it's right, but it's very dark. That world of like pit bull fighting.
Oh, it's terrible.
Is very terrible.
That's crazy.
They're monsters. They're not. It's not like it's going to eat your neighbor's dog. These are like fighting machines.
Wow.
I don't know why I told it. This phone.
Jesus Christ, you guys.
I was in a little Lowell on that one anyway. That one might have been God.
Josh,
that one is probably God going, Jeff, wrap up the pit bull stuff. Jeff, you said rape 4 times.
You said
just
rape
go back
rack.
to the Cuban.
Yeah.
Let's hear what he has to say.
The rape rack.
Well, let's wrap it up on this topic.
Want to talk about baseball? I feel like
No. Well, you started about your dad.
My father fled when he was 18. He says he fled in the middle of the night. Nice. He basically one of his father's friends anchored a boat just like outside of the vision of the people that would be like patrolling.
Yep.
And it was my grandfather, my dad, and it was supposed to be 3 of his friends. One guy backed out, and they basically took a like dinghy to that boat, and then they just took off.
Nice.
And they got to Miami. They signed up for the Army, and they went back for the Bay of Pigs.
Interesting. So we fought for our country. Fuck yeah.
I tried to overthrow his government at age 18. I joke around that when I was 18, I vomited into my lap.
Yeah.
So,
You're drinking White Claws and
he's protecting, he's trying to overthrow a government.
Working with Tony Romo to sell Applebee's specials. And your dad fucking fought for our country. That's a good man right there.
But yeah, and then another funny thing is like, before they left, my dad said he was like playing with some like marbles or something, and they fell through the floorboard. And when he went to go get it, he found my grandpa's like stash of guns, and that's when he told him, he was like, "Someone's been in contact. Things are gonna go down, and we're gonna leave soon." And he like, because my dad has a brother similar age of him, and he was like, "You got to take me," because that brother stayed back. And then my grandpa spent 2 years in the prison until Kennedy exchanged the medicine for the prisoners.
Goodness.
Then they linked back up in Miami, and then my dad was working for a speakeasy. And that speakeasy got raided, and they sent him to Vegas. Wow. And that's where I was born.
He was 80s. Playing with marbles, very shitty.
I know, it's that
very shitty toy.
Yeah.
And then it falls on the floorboards, and he opens it up, he sees his guns, he goes, better toy.
Yeah, he goes, cool.
Those are way better.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and then my dad, dude, that's just the start of it. Then my dad worked in the casinos in Vegas from the 1960, I think like 63 to 2004.
What was the plan? So like, obviously you got to get to our country that way, especially those years. It's, you got to have the dinghy, you got to have the thing. This is pre-internet, obviously. What is his plan once he gets to Miami? Like there has to be a plan.
I think they were aware.
They could just go, "Hi, we're the Coast Guard. Turn it around," or no, or we're like gonna.
They were very aware and motivated to be in the Bay of Pigs, so they went specifically for that reason.
Nice.
They're like, "We're going to Miami. We're going to sign up. We're going to go back for this thing. Hopefully, it's successful."
I wonder if there was like information, like, "Hey, there was fight."
There was Cubans in Cuba that was recruiting to make sure to be like, all right, this is going to go down.
Nowadays, the Bay of Pigs is just the pool over at the Marriott in Tampa.
Nice.
That's the only Bay of Pigs I've ever been to. No, but one of my favorite things about immigrants.
We could overthrow that one.
Yeah, easy.
We got the
some White Claws.
The Colonel over here.
Yeah, Josh will go in on the inside. Double agent.
Can we overthrow it?
Please.
Seems like a lot.
Double
Oreo
agent.
Just lock it up. One thing I really love about the boomer generation of immigrants is like how much they love America. Like they want to be here and they love America. They don't come here and then gripe that it's unfair and all this stuff. Like I feel like there was like, and I'm speaking to most of this about like Major League Baseball players. Like Major League Baseball players, their concept of America is hilarious.
Yeah.
So like, if you get there, they'll give you $200 million. And all you gotta do is like do spring training, regular season, and then maybe the playoffs. Yeah. And you're like that's so they get like teary-eyed during the national anthem. Like I can't, because their life is just so much dramatically better here.
Dude, I wish I could remember their names. There's these brothers from Cuba. There's a 30 for 30 about them. But when they first get here, they had never had fast food before.
Oh yeah.
And they're on a baseball team.
Oh, for baseball, but not pro.
They went pro.
Oh.
I can Google it if you want to Google it.
Yeah,
Cuban brothers, 30 for 30.
Yeah.
But bro, like their first few months in training, they balloon up because they're like, what the fuck
it makes
is
total
this?
sense. But they also play baseball where you can be fat.
Yeah,
Like,
you
it
can be
doesn't
fat.
matter.
They're eating McDonald's every day, blowing up.
There's one guy who didn't know he had diabetes.
Yeah, brothers in exile.
There was one guy who didn't know he had diabetes, and then so like once he got that like cured and he got it diagnosed and like treated.
Yeah.
He starts throwing like 20 miles an hour faster and started because the weight made him able to
wow.
like.
It's a closer for the A's.
Yeah, he's amazing. Yeah. What are their names? El Duque. Yeah.
Duque Hernandez.
That's right, dog.
Yeah, dude. El Duque was great. I didn't know he's from Cuba.
Yeah. Dope pitcher for the Yankees.
And Living Hernandez. Those are both like future Hall of Famers, probably.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, I'd never seen this documentary. Or maybe I bet I'd watch this documentary in the first 20 minutes and be like, I've seen this. That happens to me a lot. Oh, that's really great. Yeah, of course. Fast food is...
Oh.
Yeah. I think it's everywhere now, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't know about Cuba.
Really?
Probably not.
I was surprised to find out like North Korea actually has like... Oh, but that'd be the only place that doesn't. Never mind.
I would think probably
have
not.
I don't think they
It's like the only place that
do.
McDonald's doesn't have.
They have McDowell's. All right, so you're a betting man. You like to bet.
Oh, let me tell you about this
Gregory.
parlay I had on game one.
Let's hear
game
about this
one,
parlay.
I had the over. I had Ohtani for 2 hits, Freeman for 2 hits, an Ohtani home run. These all happened within the first 4 innings. And then I had Mookie Betts for 1 hit.
Guess what? That didn't happen.
And that didn't happen.
He raked that home run, too.
He
That
was
a home run.
intentionally walked twice.
Well,
And then,
he got robbed of a dinger in the first.
this is game one. He's talking
Oh, you're talking about
right?
game
and
one.
game one.
You did.
So what was his stat line in
Dude.
game one? He got walked twice, and then what?
he got walked twice, and then he had
intentionally walked twice.
intentionally walked twice.
That's a good guy.
While
to
the bases
bet
were
on,
loaded.
too, by the way, because
The bases were loaded, and they intentionally walked him.
Well,
they gave him. I don't understand why they did that because
they had
Freeman's
runners on
next.
second and third, and they walked him.
They walked him when it was loaded because the run came in.
No,
Yeah,
no
trust me,
way
no, it
they'd
was a pass
walk him
ball.
with the bases loaded.
There was a pass ball that happened.
the
He had 2
playoffs?
strikes. They walked him to get to Freeman because they had a left-handed pitcher.
Oh, I mean, it just still doesn't make any sense. I feel like Betts, Freeman, and Teoscar
Yeah.
are all,
One thing about
but
Mookie, though,
you don't want to pitch to Ohtani.
but they do. Do you think they're just
Well,
doing
you
it out of
have
pride?
to. You can't just walk everybody. But if you're gonna avoid some batters, it's gonna be Ohtani and Mookie.
well, the reason they did it is because they had first base open and they had a left-hand pitcher and they wanted to go after Freeman instead of Mookie.
And Freeman doesn't hit dingers.
crazy.
Freeman's like a singles doubles guy.
He's
Yeah.
a machine at that.
And he'll
He
get
is.
singles and doubles. He'll just move the line. But he isn't a big dinger guy. Mookie and Ohtani
Yeah.
fucking hit.
Here's the problem with your bet. Everything was great. Obviously, it all hit. But Mookie Blaylock is going through a playoff thing.
Mookie
where he's-
Betts.
I'm sorry, Mookie Blaylock. Mookie Blaylock, old school Mets guy.
Dementia.
Mookie Betts is he's like 0 for 20 in the last 2 playoff
you know what's funny?
series, and he's
My
3 for 41 in the last 10 years.
Yes, my buddy who's a Boston guy reminded me that
Yeah.
after I placed the bet, he goes, he's really cold in the playoffs. And I was like,
Yeah.
What a terrible thing to be your reputation.
I know,
too.
and
I know, that's
started to go
actually-
to his head.
Like
That's not
Kiki
good.
Hernandez, like they literally like only use him during the playoffs.
I know.
Like he's one
Yeah.
of these guys that's just super clutch. There used to be a guy like that in the 90s and 2000s who actually played for the Padres in the World Series, named Jim Leyritz.
Oh, yeah.
And Jim Leyritz was a 210 batter who was like, I mean, just painfully average. However, in October, this guy was a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he's amazing.
wow.
He would like for
what do you think that is?
They actually had.
He likes pressure.
I don't know what it is.
pressure
Just turns
gene,
it on.
dude.
Yeah.
The clutch.
There's like it's like the Yankees had this emergency phone that they could just break the glass on and be like, Leyritz, we need Jim Leyritz. Like Jim Leyritz was a fucking.
People during they get clutch and they get hyper focused and they perform better. That's just and there's only so many people.
They're sprinters.
like me when
That's
I was
like
in
you
high
on your
school.
podcast.
I used to do that in high school.
What?
I was a clutch performer.
50
Yeah?
years ago?
Guy
What'd you do?
Guy would throw it my way. I'd pick it and almost
talking about
score.
football?
Football, yeah.
You're talking about cheerleading?
No, not cheerleading. I was really clutch at that though. I never dropped at nationals. Very clutch. But you wanted to talk about baseball.
Wait,
Let's
are you a
get into
Yankees
that.
guy?
No, no.
who's
He's a
your team?
Mariners guy.
Seattle Mariners.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But it's the playoffs, so Padres, go Pods.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch them, and I love this series. I love how chippy it's been getting.
Oh, and it's only going to get chippier.
Oh yeah. Well, last night was like, dude, Dodger fans, fucking grow up. What are we doing?
Yeah, that
I
was
must have
pretty-
found 7 videos today of just fist fights
It's pretty
from
insane.
Dodger Stadium just last night. Like, they're so trash.
Yeah.
It is crazy. You know, they...
I didn't like. So we should talk about this because I feel like there was a miscommunication between our texts last night.
Aw.
So Jerkson Profar robs this home run, and he's so excited that he caught it, and he kind of no-sold it. None of us knew that he caught it.
Yeah.
Because he just kind of like starts jumping up and down, looking at the fans before he turns around to show the umpire that he caught the ball. The second he did that, I go,
Magic.
that's a mistake. Dude, you have to be out in those bleachers all game.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Rob the home run. I love
Yeah.
that you're being chippy. But dude, this is not gonna go well for you.
Yeah.
Like because they're not mature enough to be like, oh,
Yeah.
he's just having a good
Yeah,
time. Like they're gonna punch you in the face.
That was
next
cool,
time.
fool.
Yeah, exactly. And the one guy actually who who he robbed it from was cool. That guy was actually a really sweet guy. But all the fans around him, like there was one guy. If you see, can you find the video of Jerks and Profar robbing the home run?
But that's actually pretty funny. There's one guy who's being polite.
And no, there's one man that's in the shot every time they slow-moed the catch. And he's just eyeballing Profar like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Oh my god!
And it's so funny. Look for it's like the most famous shot. Just find any video of it.
Can you send? I can send it to you from Instagram, but I'm sure this will be better.
Let's see.
No, we want to see it on the screen.
Profar home run.
We
Rob,
have the screen here.
There's one guy who's just eyeballing Jerks and Profar like, you piece of shit. Like, I'm gonna kill you. Just click on a video. Maybe there'll be multiple angles of it. But the main cam, like what they did live when they were playing the game, there's one dude to the top right, and he just looks furious.
Oh yeah, there's something interesting.
Unavailable.
Yeah, maybe we should have set this up with George.
Here we go. Here, this is
Here we go,
this
dude.
Is good.
Here we go.
Perfect.
Full screen.
All right, so home run goes deep.
Wow,
I think everyone thinks it's gone. Everyone thinks it's gone. Jerks in, and then this little jump while he's looking at him. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Why is he doing that? It drives me crazy.
I told you why. I sent you the video of why he did it, though, right?
They even ran the.
They ran it. They had music going. There's like a really cool angle from the field that shows it.
When they show the replay here.
When does he show that he has the ball?
He didn't do it till after that little jumping bullshit. Because Mookie's literally between second and third. Here's the shot.
It's pretty
so
cool.
Watch this. There's a guy.
I can't even believe he caught that. That guy, the old guy right there.
Oh, maybe it's not this angle. It's definitely not this angle. There's a guy who's kind of still sitting, who's just see that? I don't like that he's doing that. It drives me crazy. Because here's the thing. You're allowed to do that, and I love it. But what I don't like is, like, we've got a whole game.
Yeah.
That's the first inning. Like, don't give these guys a reason to be chippy or wind them up. And I was right. It just turns out. So Jerkson comes back in like later in the game and hands that fan a ball.
Yeah, that's what Josh told me.
And then the fan, as a joke, as to play along with his fandom, throws it back on the field. So that guy didn't do anything wrong. He's just having a good time. But then all the fans around him are like, yeah, fuck Jerkson, and threw like a ball at him.
The guy just brought a ball?
That might be, probably got a ball earlier, had a ball, or bought a ball.
Yeah, another guy, he threw the ball back, and then another guy
bag
from
of
the
balls.
crowd
But then a different guy threw a ball at Jerkson, and then Jerkson's like, what's going on? So then all of them start booing him. Like, Jerkson was only like a class act, but he riled them up.
Yeah, but let me show you why. I just texted you a video. Can you put that, or how should I send it to you on Instagram?
I just don't get why they're like it. Just don't look for a reason to
I'll show you why he
these
did it, though.
Dodger fans act like animals.
This is
I'm
why
surprised
he
they
did it.
didn't snatch the ball, though. I'm actually more disappointed
Yeah,
that our
they
fans are
could've.
unathletic. They
Well,
could've
because
just been
that
like,
one guy was such a sweetheart. I think he was just a nice guy. He was there with his family. He's got front row. It's the first
No, I'm saying the
inning.
home run. Like, there has been
Yeah,
fan
how did they
interference.
not grab it instead of him?
Oh, well,
Like,
I think
once,
he was just
once
thinking,
a player puts his glove into the fans, like, they could literally hold his glove shut, right?
and that is a thing that they do.
I'm shocked. So that's the funny thing is,
Here
like,
we go.
We're
We're not gonna be able to hear it because of the headphones, but
They're just going for the ball. They weren't thinking ahead of time.
And, I did it in a playoff game, so it was awesome.
Oh, it was his dream to catch a rob a home run?
Fans, what were you saying to them?
No, I didn't say anything. Just I had to fight with them to catch the ball. They were hitting my glove.
Jerkson, thanks
Look,
a lot.
no one's
Great
hitting
catch.
his glove.
yeah, I was about to say, no one would hit your glove.
Also, like, what a stupid thing
But
to
they
say.
should have.
It was my dream to catch a home run ball.
what do you mean? That's
8 years
amazing.
old?
He-
It
yeah,
is
he's-
amazing.
He's never caught a home run. He
I know.
fucking couldn't believe he caught it. That's
But
why
what-
he was doing that.
I guess. I mean, that's not like really
It's
a
just
reason.
funny they're willing
That's
to
a great
to
reason.
fist fight and throw balls at players, but not catch the ball when they could have caught that ball.
I
know.
would have just been trying to swat.
Exactly, yeah.
But I think they just didn't think that far ahead. They're just going, it's coming towards us. Like,
Quick,
you know,
quick.
But then it did rear its head because all the other fans started getting all fucking pissed off.
yeah.
Also, those balls are worth money. Like, this guy hands you a ball, and it's a funny bit to throw it back, but
like,
it's also
would've-
cool.
Oh, no, you
like,
wouldn't have been able to sell it.
Would it?
No?
Would have they reared his head if he wouldn't have been nice and gone to give the guy a ball? It probably
Wait, say it
just
again?
He went and gave the guy a ball.
Yeah, Jerkson didn't do
They
it.
probably wouldn't have reared its head if he wouldn't have done that. Maybe.
I don't know, because I thought that was such a class act to be like,
Yeah.
hey, if it was almost him being like, hey, we're all good.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
a fun rivalry, and leave it to Dodger fans to ruin it.
Yeah.
These idiots start going, boo, you talking. They started throwing shit at the guys in the bullpen.
Bullpen, yeah, I know.
And so the
Saw it.
bullpen, those are a bunch of.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it was just like, I think Dodger fans are idiots. They chant Manny sucks.
Greg's one.
The entire
I'm from
time
Las
that Manny
Vegas.
Machado's up to the plate.
Yeah, they hate
Dude,
Manny.
you loved Manny. He played on your team.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Doesn't suck.
Yeah,
He's great. You're just jealous
All of a
he's
sudden,
gone.
you put on a different jersey.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that though, because we chant Soto sucks when he comes to our
I love
place.
Soto. And Soto
Oh,
don't
Soto's a
suck.
beast.
And Soto
Yeah.
don't suck.
But
See, I'm
we
from
s-
Vegas, so I don't have a team. I was telling Josh, like, typically the city I'm in, I'll represent.
Yeah.
I know that may be fair weathery, but I'm hoping
No,
that
I'm like
if the
you.
A's come to Vegas, which is the rumor, I might be an A's fan.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm born and raised in Vegas. I
just
rep
think
the Raiders.
I think they should be more constructive with their feedback. Manny, you're not on our team anymore, and that
Yeah.
hurts our feelings a lot.
Yeah.
Manny, you're not on our team. That hurts our feelings a lot.
Yeah.
Is that what you
Well,
want?
Something like that.
You think in LA they would. They would
Right.
have their, cholos that went to therapy.
Yeah, these trolls going, remember when you were on our team, fool?
Yeah.
I'm surprised in LA
I
they're
love
even
that.
allowed to say sucks. Don't they have to say some other shit so they're
I don't
not so
know.
offensive?
It does seem like they were trying to like mess with the audio so we didn't know they were saying sucks, but I think
Oh,
sucks
that's
is
so-
fine.
Dude, we hear players fucking
That
cuss
is,
all
yeah.
the time.
I know
Yeah.
they're like, oh man, you can't have sucks on
You can't
TV.
say sucks, but that Boston Red Sox guy can say
They were showing the they were showing the when Machado and the pitcher were yelling at each other. They
Oh,
stayed on them for a
yeah,
while.
yeah.
It's like
Oh,
we could
yeah.
all
sit the fuck down.
Yeah. Do you guys follow John Boy?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I love
love
John
him.
Boy.
He's
Bro,
the best.
I was like, it's so funny how he's so good at what he does that as I'm watching this, I'm going, John Boy's gonna let me know what they said tomorrow.
Oh, for sure. But also, like, John Boy can can tell you what someone's lips are reading on anything. That one was so egregious. I
Yeah.
felt like John Boy. I was
You're
like,
like,
oh, I
oh,
know
I get
exactly
it.
what he
Yeah,
said.
we're all good.
I think I'm like John Boy. I should start an account. You know?
That one was so easy that John Boy, I think, already did a video that night. He already had a video.
Oh, I
out.
think on his Twitter. Yeah, he already-
Yeah.
Yeah, if you follow John Boy on X, like during the games, he's kind of going along with it. Like he's that real time.
Smart.
Good.
Addictive.
He's great. Well, that was fun, but we got
That
more games.
was fun, man.
We
get
got
into
more
it.
games. It's
Who's gonna
be,
win today? Should we do a live parlay? Should we lay down a parlay?
There's no there's only the
Yankees.
ALCS today or the ALDS.
By the
Okay,
way, that's another.
Yankees KC 438.
That's another bullshit thing.
What?
The Yankees series, they got 3 days off in 7, and the
Yeah,
National
that
League
can
only
hurt
gets
you
2
though
days off.
sometimes too.
Yeah, but for the Padres, it would have been a lot better because then Dylan Cease would have pitched Game 4, and
Yeah.
you would have pitched Game 5.
0-0 still for these guys.
What is going on with the Musgroves? Oh, nice.
He's out for the season. Tommy John.
Season good.
Tommy
God,
John.
did not
He's out
hear
for
that.
next season too. Bummer.
Tommy John is Tommy Bahama's cousin, correct?
Yes.
His
yeah.
dirty little cousin.
Yeah.
I
Everyone
hate
gets
that.
Tommy
I didn't
John
know
surgery.
that.
He had a tear in his UCL, and he found out there's an interview. It's
Damn.
pretty devastating. It sucks.
I think I tore my MCL.
Yeah, you
Hopping
did.
the fence.
Oh yeah,
Pretty cool, huh?
man. What happened?
I was hopping the fence and my left leg got caught and then my right leg went
Really?
and I was like,
I mean, you
oh.
Where was this? Where were you hopping fences?
Yeah, you hopping a fence is about as
too
stereotypical.
It's pretty
old.
embarrassing.
Too
I was
old to
playing
be hopping
soccer.
fences.
I was playing soccer at this really nice field, but it has this like 3-foot fence and it's locked when it's not the weekend. I
Oh,
was there
I
during
see.
a weekday.
Foot fence.
And I got over. Yeah, I know that's the worst part. Here's what happened when I was leaving it. I decided to do a run and like
Oh, the cool one.
the cool one.
Yeah.
And nope.
Not cool no more.
Dude, you know how pissed off your dad must be.
yeah.
It's like my fucking.
Yeah, that's-
I went to
fucking-
war, and he
yeah.
can't even
Went
hop
to
a
war.
3-foot
I can't even
fence.
Came to
can't
this
gallop
country.
over a fence.
This guy would have not made it.
By the way, dude, when you tell that story, you can't just say fence. You got to say it's a 3-foot fence.
Yeah, maybe 4 feet. We got to go back and measure it.
Fences are real tall sometimes too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, pretty brutal.
Too funny. Let's get into the game.
Okay, what's your price?
Everybody's
what's the
got a
theme music?
price.
Everybody's
All
got a
right?
price.
Let's jump into it. There's play the music.
Play the music, George.
Perfect.
Nice.
So the premise is, we're going to tell you outrageous things. We'll ask you how much it would cost you to do it, because we believe here everybody's got a price.
Yeah.
So once you say the price, if our fans want to, they can give money to give to you to have you do the thing.
Wow.
So make sure your price is what you'd really do it for, because
Yeah.
we're going to hold you to it.
Has there been any examples?
So far, we've
of-
raised about $200.
nice.
No.
So
more.
no one's had to do anything.
Okay.
The podcast is slowly turning into me and Josh just hanging out with each other and a friend.
Nice. That's
got
what podcasts are.
We got a money guy now,
Right,
though.
and I like
so-
it, but I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I love this. I
Yeah,
do it.
I do too.
Yeah.
But we got a money guy now, so you're gonna do it.
Nice. You got
All
a
right.
money
First
guy.
question is always, how much is suck a dick?
Always the first question. It's not true at all.
Yeah. I like how Josh is like.
Never been the first
never
question.
been a question.
I'm just kidding. That'll probably be low. We don't want you to do that one. All right, this one I think will be low for him. How much to try slam poetry at a go to Santa Monica instead of do your set, do slam poetry?
So here's the thing. You're right. This is like low, but I got to make something if the fans are gonna. And then you guys will film me do slam poetry.
He's trying to get a profit. He's going, well, if the fans are going to give me
I'll
raise the...
Yeah, we're going to film you.
I got to drive to Santa Monica. That's something to take into account. I live in the Silver Lake.
Okay, well, you don't have to do it in Santa Monica. You could do it wherever you want.
I could do slam poetry.
Why do you live in Silver Lake?
I'm like, look at me.
Yeah, but you're like a cool guy. They all suck.
Yeah, I'm an alternative bro.
He moved in with his girlfriend.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Silver
and
Lake
my dog.
Sucks. Bunch of fake intellectuals. They all think they're smart just because they have an old hat. They're like,
well, what's funny?
I'm ugly, and so I must be smarter than you. You're like, you're not smart because you got cat hair all over your stupid fucking shirt, and you brought a book to this bar. In fact, you're just a lonely fuck who's pretending to be smart to push everyone away from you. You're a loser.
You got to come and we got to do a lap because there's one guy at Intelligentsia who he lays down on his motorcycle and he reads. And it's pretty funny. We can do like Silver Lake bingo. I did tell Molly.
Silver Lake sucks.
I love it because I walk to bars and
artists used to do art. And now they just sit around like, I'm an artist. You're like, what do you do? And they're like, well, I write. What do you write on? Well, I'm working. Like, they don't do anything.
Yeah.
These hippies and shit used to have paintings and fucking things.
This is going to be...
Silver Lake's the worst.
This is going to be his next viral clip for sure.
For sure.
Your Silver
Lake's
Lake
terrible. One time, this girl was meeting us at a bar, and she picked the bar. So she was like, it was one of Randy's friends. And she's like, we'll just meet at Silver Lake. But Randy's from New York. He's from Queens. Mm-hmm. And, I'm me. You guys know me on here. And so when I heard it was in Silver Lake, I said to Randy, listen, they're going to hate me there. Everyone in Silver Lake hates me, which means they're going to fucking really hate you. It was Randy's first time in Silver Lake, and dude, they hated us both so bad.
What bar? What bar?
It was a place next to a pizza place. And like... I know that doesn't help, but I thought maybe it's a very popular bar. And next door, you can get a slice of pizza, but I don't know why that would help. That's all I know. That's all I remember.
How long ago?
Do you know why I remember it?
Yeah.
Because they hated me so much that when I went next door to buy a slice of pizza, I brought it in. They go, whoa, man, you can't have that in here. I was like, I've seen other people do it. They just wanted to yell at me.
Yeah.
So then I go outside
Yuppie.
and I'm already huffing and puffing. And I already feel like I'm in high school being bullied or something.
Yeah.
So I'm outside just kind of angrily eating my pizza. Yeah. And I'm not kidding you. The same bartender leaves the bar, comes all the way outside, goes, you can't even eat it on our sidewalk. I wasn't even allowed to stand in front of the bar.
Yeah, right.
I swear to God.
That's funny.
I had to go.
You can't eat it on our sidewalk.
I walked 3 feet to the right to eat it in front of the pizza place. Now I'm double fuming. I'm like, fuck you, this whole place.
That's actually pretty funny.
It was terrible.
Now
I would have smashed the pizza in the window.
Yeah,
I should have. Yeah, I mean, my dream is there's this George. Look up 50 Shiny Pieces, Jack Nicholson. This is my dream, by the way. I've never done it because I'm just nice. Actually, I sort of did something similar to it once, but this is what Jack Nicholson. I don't even know if it's called that. 50 Shiny Nickels, 50 Shiny Pieces. It'll come up. That diner scene, number one, the first thing. Watch
5
this
easy
scene.
pieces.
Yeah, watch this scene. So wait. Oh, it's got an ad here, real quick. George, you're just creating more editing for yourself. It's not your fault. All right, here we go. So he has this conflict with this woman at the diner. Mm-hmm. She's being rude. She's a grumpy employee.
No substitution.
And they're going, she's pushing back against our boy.
Menu.
Yeah.
You can have a number 2, a plain omelet. It comes with cottage fries and rolls.
Yeah, I know what it comes with, but it's not what I want.
Well, I'll come back when you make up your mind.
Wait a minute. I have made up my mind. I'd like a plain omelet, no potatoes on the plate, a cup of coffee, and a side order of wheat toast.
I'm sorry, we don't have any side orders of toast out of the English muffin or a coffee roll.
What do you mean you don't make side orders of toast? You make sandwiches, don't you?
Would you like to talk to the manager? Hey, Mac.
Shut up. You've got
So
bread
dope.
and a toaster of some kind?
I don't make the rules.
Okay, I'll make it as easy for you as I can. I'd like an omelet, plain, and a chicken salad sandwich on wheat toast. No mayonnaise, no butter, no lettuce, and a cup of coffee.
Number 2, chicken salad sand. All the butter, the lettuce, the mayonnaise, and a cup of coffee. Anything else?
Yeah, now all you have to do is hold the chicken, bring me the toast, give me a check for the chicken salad sandwich, and you haven't broken any rules.
You want me to hold the chicken, huh?
I want you to hold it between your knees.
You see that sign, sir? Yes, you all have to leave. I'm not taking any more of your smart.
Look, he puts his glasses on, grabs his wallet. I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do in Silver Lake. Just put on my sunglasses, grab my cell phone, and just go whoa. Just like I was like so.
I mean,
at my wit's end.
yeah. I also have bad service vigilantism as well,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I do support you. I'm always, if I get treated poorly, I'm the first one to fucking freak out and react. So
I'm like a cooler Karen. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is fucking
there's
bullshit.
rules. There's
I just
rules.
spent $10 on a coffee here, and they're treating me like shit. All right.
Yeah.
So what was the first one?
Slam poetry.
Oh, slam poetry in Silver Lake. Let's say $250.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
How much to go to one of your shows and for one of your sets not say a word for 3 minutes? And you can't tell the booker that you're doing it. You just have to do it during one of your shows. You can do it wherever you want.
Also, how do you envision this going? Like as like walk us through it. Like
God.
you know yourself better than anybody.
Yeah.
How do you think you would handle doing the 3 minutes of silence?
Wow.
And what part
And
of your set would you do it? Do you open with it? Do you just do it in the middle of the set? Do you just close with 3 minutes?
Am I allowed to do any sort of other movement or
I
facial
say no,
reactions?
but he says yes.
I mean, you can pantomime a little bit.
But
Because I think
just a
then
little, though.
I would just be able to do a 3 minute thing of me.
There's no way you could, though, dude.
It would be easier than doing nothing.
Yeah, but you like playing charade.
Okay, I got it. And I think I would do it at the beginning, and I would literally just
stare at them. Mm-hmm. It might work.
I mean, it would
3 minutes.
It'd be so funny for a minute.
And then obviously because in my brain I'm like, don't break. Maybe I'll break, and then they'll probably laugh.
It's okay to break, I think.
Yeah.
But I think that the crowd will be so uneasy with silence that these jackals are going to be like, hello,
Yeah,
what's going on? Or they'll say
Maybe.
some sort of thing.
I'm gonna say something else. I
It'll
think
be
you're...
so hard to not reply to them barking.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna say another thing I think you're gonna love. I'm on a UCB sketch team, and the other night I've been in multiple sketches where I don't have lines, and the most recent sketch that we put up. I'm like a mute boyfriend who's communicating via buttons.
Nice, like a dog.
Correct. Yeah. And so for that I literally have to just be deadpan for 3.5 minutes. That's why
really
I
funny,
think I
yeah.
can do it.
Yeah, but that's part of a sketch.
It's a funny idea.
Yeah.
Also, you are communicating, and there is noise happening.
Yeah.
3 minutes of silence is an
Yeah.
eternity.
Like, especially in stand up.
And in stand-up, they're gonna after 15 seconds, they're gonna be like,
The booker's gonna freak out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I can't tell them. God, I'd have to do it at West Side Comedy Theater, and I'll do it for $1,000.
$1,000.
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. We want
we're
you
gonna
to do
negotiate?
lower. Do like a couple. We want like a
Be
couple
reasonable
$100
here.
bucks.
Come on.
Okay, $500.
All right, let's get there.
way more reasonable.
Way more reasonable. Like
Okay.
200. What about 200?
3 minutes.
200 cash.
3
3 minutes.
minutes, yeah.
I
That's
think
right.
I'd
What
have
is
to do it
that?
at a
That's
set,
200.
that I just don't care about. Like a place
Yeah.
that I think I'm going to bomb anyways or something and just be like, fuck it. I was going
Yeah.
to go home annoyed anyway.
The Improv Lab.
Yeah.
Might
Ponchos
as
on
well
a
just
Monday.
go.
I'm like, sometimes they hate me here. You know? Sometimes they hate me.
You
I'm
would
just-
do it at Ponchos though, because you go there all the time.
Yeah, but they know me, so it might help a little. I don't
Yeah.
know. The thing about Ponchos that I don't know if I've ever shared this with anybody, it's like, that's where I do my new stuff. Like, that's my workout room.
Yeah.
Every Monday at Ponchos in Manhattan Beach. And I love Dano, and I love all the people that come to it, and I love all the comics I get to hang out with. Monday's a real delight for me. But, like, I think everyone that goes to Ponchos thinks I'm losing my mind. I think they're all worried about me. I think they all gossip, like, dude, I think fucking something's wrong with Jeff.
Yeah.
Because all of my bits start with something I'm annoyed with,
Yeah.
something I'm angry about.
Rantish,
So a
yeah.
bit always starts angry.
Yeah.
And if I'm only doing new stuff, it's just me. It looks like a white guy having a mental breakdown. Like, and these fine Black Lives Matter, and everyone's like, "What the fuck is wrong with Jeff?"
Yeah.
But if they saw me on weekends, I'm happy. The bits are good. Like, They only get to see it. It's an inception. They don't ever get to see it be polished and become.
If you're out on the street, they're like, this homeless dude's crazy, bro.
Okay.
But if that same week you could watch me anywhere else and they'd be like, Jeff was nice. But you see me at Ponchos and go, this guy's really going through something.
Yeah. So what were your prices for 3 minutes of silence?
I don't remember what I said.
I said 500.
Yeah.
I think you were high.
Oh, you think mine was high?
I thought so.
No, his was around 500.
If it was high, I'd go back down to 500. The more I think about it, the more reasonable I'm trying to be with these guys.
And then we all talked about doing slam poetry just one night.
I want to do
I think it would just be
I'm going to start doing slam poetry, but in character, the way
Yeah.
Chad and JT do the town hall things. I'm going to do those with slam poetry.
Yes. Do you know Malcolm Kellner?
No.
Minnesota boy, stand up. He's been doing that.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
And fun and funny. It's also fun to be ridiculous about things.
Yeah.
You know, like you get to say the ridiculous thing when everyone goes, I know what you're doing. Like, I like that approach of
Yeah.
things.
I
Like
think it
this
could also
girl-
be funny to like add in like weird props. Like at some point you can like pull out a balloon and be like,
Yeah, you can do so much with it. Yeah. Well, like there was a girl yesterday on Twitter, and she's like some online person who clearly uses like FaceTime and like Photoshops her images a little because she wants to look good on the internet, which is totally fine. But someone took a photo of her like at an airport, and she looked terrible, and was like, "Wow, these filters are doing a lot of heavy lifting," right? Which is kind of mean.
Yeah.
But then she like screen grabbed it and shared it and was like, I think it's disgusting that men will spend their time this way just to look for bad angles of me to put on the internet. It's disgusting. So what I did is I just kept replying to it. Like, this is disgusting. Men like this should be locked up. I think death penalty on the table. I just kept going like, this toxic masculinity has to stop. It's, you go, girl. You should never have to go through this. This is hate speech.
What an
And
ally.
then people like are going like, you're part of the problem, thinking that men can't. And I was like, no, shame on you.
Oh,
You're
now
just
they're coming
another.
to you.
Yeah.
But I just kept pretending down this road, and that's a fun thing that I would be able to get to do in slam poetry. It's
Yeah.
just, like I'll just do a whole 3-minute slam poetry about George Floyd and what a hero he
It's
was.
not a good idea.
But no, but it'd be great
back.
because they'll be like, he's saying these things. but
Never
I
mind.
don't,
You can't do
I
it.
can't tell if he's being ironic or
You
not.
can't do slam poetry.
yeah, we might have to pull your
There's
stuff.
gonna be awesome.
We're gonna have to. You'll get canceled from slam
We
poetry.
miss you, George.
As long as you,
Why? He's so young and
Do you remember-
so
do you remember-
full of potential.
Do you remember Deaf Poetry? HBO had a show. It was deaf comedy and deaf poetry.
Really?
Yeah, Kanye was on it back in the day.
They were
But
deaf.
he's not deaf.
nice,
Wait.
dude.
They're going. Everything that I don't
Here he goes, double downing.
I love.
Did you like the new Eminem album?
I don't like anything Eminem does.
You're gonna like it if you like that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Why does he make fun of deaf people?
Yes,
Why?
because he's Eminem. It was the
He's
deaf-
running out of ways to be edgy.
It was
He's like,
the deaf- well, the
what if
album's-
I fucking dunk on the handicap?
The album's called The Death of Slim Shady, and Slim Shady is his inappropriate alter ego. So that's why
Oh, I see.
he brought back Slim Shady.
I mean,
Oh, he's
why
trying to
would
say
you,
it's a character or something.
he's always done that.
Why would
Really?
you rip on somebody that's never gonna hear it though?
Yeah.
That's a good point, man.
Rip on the deaf.
They
Shame
can,
on
someone,
him.
By the way, I
someone,
like how-
someone can tell them.
I like how you said deaf poetry, and
It's
then
DEF,
I said
the Deaf Comedy Jam.
I
the
thought
Deaf
you were
Poetry.
serious, and then you were like, you
Pull it up.
knew
Serious, too.
yeah, okay, you
No, I
pull
thought
up
he
a
was
clip.
serious too.
what's it called?
DEF Poetry. It was an HBO show. I bet you there's a
I
bunch
remember
of clips.
Deaf Comedy Jam, but that's
And then
deaf
they-
isn't cool.
Yeah.
Not deaf isn't
Hey,
deaf.
good job.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was cool.
Is that the teacher guy on the
This
far
could take
right?
a while.
Yeah, the third guy in.
Poetry, the
This
third
one?
guy,
Yeah, yeah.
So it's some sort of. But why?
I work sometimes at a high school for deaf kids. We put on poetry readings and poetry slams.
This
We call them
outfit.
deaf poetry jams.
This is actually pretty hilarious
One
that he's doing
poet's
something
poem
about deaf
goes-
people. Okay, so this is actually pretty
night
funny
we
that the
met,
universe has
so many
aligned and
moons
it's
were
this
shining
guy, but
down on
it was
us,
all
bragging
types of
about
performers.
how
This one just
heavy those
happens to
walls
be about
and
deaf people.
mistaken us for their
That's why I came up so early
God.
in the search.
But yeah, look, HBO did a whole. So let's bring it back.
Yeah.
wait, he's deaf or the audience is deaf?
No, he's talking
No,
about
no,
deaf
no.
guy.
It's so funny. This is
We're
the first
all so
clip. We gotta find another clip.
This is so confusing.
You can pull up.
So that was a deaf.
That
deaf.
just happened to be about a guy talking about deaf people, but that's why it came up so quick.
Yeah,
is 'cause
Kanye
you put
did it back in the day, if you wanna see his.
DEAF poetry. It's DEF.
The EF.
Yeah, like deaf, like urban slang.
George being George.
Which one?
Also, yeah, pick whichever one. It's not Kanye. I also like that guy made up a story about a deaf person. That's like every comic, by the way. How many comics do we have that are basically just Jussie Smollett? Every comic is like, yo, I was at the grocery store, and this guy said, out of the way, N-word, and I was like, damn, that's some real racism. I haven't seen like, they're all like, they make up a racist scenario to have a whole bit about how someone was racist to them.
Well, deaf poets, you welcome the 20-year-old George Watsky.
I mean, look at this.
Who the fuck is George?
That's George Watsky, dude.
After this, I'll explain why I hate poetry.
So this is for those among us who got enough play through 12th grade to carry in an upside-down teaspoon. For every kid with the collective romantic prowess of Steve Urkel,
why is this his
Richard
cadence?
Simmons, and Screech from Saved by the Bell. This is the anthem
Is he
for
deaf?
those among us who got
No.
none in our formative years. And this poem is for every high school virgin who wouldn't have had it any other way. You don't know
This would be
What's going to be your character? They all kind of have. It's always like.
Yeah, they all have the same
Make sure
thing.
you get Jeff's face in that.
Yeah.
What is
Like,
it?
and
Like,
then my favorite is in ramps up and they go, but then it like comes down to like a thing. It's like da 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 da.
Right. It's so like trite and
dramatic.
I
funny.
open the door and what do I see? The sun.
Like Kamala Harris.
Dramatic.
When Kamala Harris talks to black people, she does it in the rhythm of like a Southern Baptist preacher. She's like, you better thank a union worker. You're like, why is that?
Yeah.
Like she's stealing a cadence.
She
Like,
did
it's very-
Spanish recently, Latino.
She's the worst. Here's why I hate poetry, because it gaslights you into so it's gaslighting us into having to agree with it. You can't go like, it's so vulnerable and it's usually so political and it's usually so personal
Yeah, and
that
you're
if
like-
you were to be like, this art sucks, you look like a dick.
Yeah.
So, but like, not all poetry is equal, and not all comedy's good. But like, when someone does a bad joke, the audience doesn't laugh. It's very honest. You know that the joke sucks.
Yeah.
But with this, everyone's going, like,
So-
you'd look like a prick if some young person's doing a.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
Like,
you
can't
can't
yell
just
that
go,
out.
I hate this. Like, now I look like a jerk to if I don't support your bullshit poem.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah,
vulnerable.
That's why I don't like it.
Yeah.
I envision a sketch of like a guy doing slam poetry about pedophilia and a guy in the audience being like,
Exactly. What's happening? I guess maybe that's going to come around.
that was
I don't know.
clever.
That's really funny, dude.
I fuck dogs. And they're like, what?
It's like, oh, it sounded cool.
I
Well, he did it in the right rhythm.
I like this cadence. It's really good. How much to tell everybody you're running for mayor for 1 month? You have to
Really
pass
commit to
out.
Really
like,
commit.
We'll
Yeah.
get you buttons.
Isn't that what
pass-
Ben Glebe did?
No, he
He
ran
tried to
for-
convince everyone he ran for president?
Yeah, he ran for president.
It's like, Ben, I don't think this is real. He goes, it is real.
For a
Running-
whole month, I got campaign.
For mayor, you're campaigning. You got.
Oh.
We'll get you flyers and buttons to pass.
Now we're talking
out.
about a month's
a month.
$3,000.
$3,000.
It's a lot of work.
How about just your
$5,000.
social media
Anything
for like a
for
month?
a month is tough.
Or what about
Yeah.
a week? Okay, a week. How much for a week?
A week of social media posts, like 2 or 3
That's
things.
got to be cheaper. A week.
A little more reasonable than
I think it is.
going out with
3,000's
flyers
a month,
and stuff.
so that's 700 a week.
Oh, Mr. Math guy over here, $725.
Okay.
$1,000.
$1,000 to
Yeah.
run for mayor for a week.
Yep. The mayor of Silver Lake.
How about you, Jeff?
I'll do a free.
How much for you to run
I'll
for
do a character
The mayor of Silver Lake.
that
Jeff.
I'm running. Can you be the mayor of Silver Lake? Is
doubt
there
it.
a mayor?
No.
That's why it's
But-
funny.
Dude,
LA.
it'd be great.
It would be really funny.
I'm doing that character.
Yeah,
Can I
you
have
should.
that?
Yes, please.
Because it'll just be me like, I'm getting these fucking pussies out of here. I'm cleaning this city up. No more homeless people are virtuous. Get this fucking like,
Take back Silver
or
Lake.
just look like one of them and do the whole thing.
Yeah.
That could be a character.
No.
You're gonna win.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
No.
No,
If you win.
you got to do it in like, yeah, you got to do it conservative attire.
Help me deport all these Silver Lake people back to Austin, Texas, or Portland. Get them the fuck out of California.
You know what I love
That's
about
great.
you know what I love about Greg is so Silver Lake now that he learned how to sew. He
You know how to sew?
He
Yeah.
learned how to sew.
I like that. That's
He
cool.
Sew the
makes all
subway.
this stuff,
You did?
dude.
Yeah.
How?
in the pandemic, I got a sewing machine because I'm a short king. You know, my clothes is always like weird shapes, and now
good for you. That's
yeah. We don't
awesome.
shame people for
I
knowing
support that.
trades.
That's right.
I support that.
This is bullshit.
I'm a union. I'm in a union.
AI will never take that job.
If I
That's
knew how to
right.
sew, you guys would never let me hear the end, dude. You guys would be
They got
on
robots
me.
that can sew, Georgie.
Yeah.
They've had them for a long
Probably.
time. Yeah.
Tell them they got machines, dude.
That's interesting. I like that.
Oh, God,
Yeah,
I
that's
thought that
cool.
was for sure gonna.
Nah,
be a
dude,
nugget.
sorry,
It doesn't
bro.
bother me.
Damn
Sorry.
it, dude. What a
To sew is fine.
what a gay dude.
It's arrogance.
Do you remember when I used
Like
to
if he started walking around going, "You don't make your own shirts."
Oh, yeah.
So you're like, "What?" Bro, I could tell that was from a company. You're like, "Yeah." Like that's the part I have. My problem with stuff like isn't books and cats and used clothes. My problem is the snobbery attached to it. And then they'll see a different fat loser that's dressed like them, and that now they're the nicest people in the world. Like, "Oh, hi, I'm Brit. I'm Finn. Nice to meet you." It's like it's such a high school revenge of them just being
Yeah.
like, "We were losers in school, and now we're gonna take it on the rest of the world for the rest of our lives."
He did. He bullied
What time
me.
is it, Georgie?
We are 57.
No, what time is it?
Oh,
317.
Thank you. I'm just setting my watch.
3:17.
What kind of watch?
I like to do things during the pod.
Good time.
Remember
Good
when I
timing.
used to bully you on Facebook?
Yeah.
I'm not on Facebook anymore, but I used to bully Josh to
I'm
the
not
point.
either.
Are you serious?
Oh, I used
I
to.
got
I
off
used to
because you
cyberbully
bullied
him,
me.
and
But why?
He just grammar checked
Well,
everything.
honestly, it wasn't like. Yeah, it was funny.
Oh, I see.
Every
one time-
grammar
'Cause you're
mistake.
friends.
Every grammar
Exactly.
mistake. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my love language.
But also, Josh brings this on himself.
Yeah.
He trolls
I
everyone.
did not back then.
Yeah, you
He
did.
made me who I am today.
Oh, jeez, this
I
is
was
your
a
fault.
nice guy, dude.
He's the most like him and Brant Tobler are my two most trolly friends.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
One time he posted something and it had like 1 like, and I was the top comment, and I was like, it was like 3 hours, 1 like.
He used to do that all the
That's
time.
great.
And then that got like 40 likes.
But that's
dude.
hilarious.
And then,
He used to- dude.
I used to work at this company.
3 hours, one like hits hard.
Dude.
That's a good insult.
And
Back
then
in-
I would go, I'm going to delete it. But I was
It's
like, I
true,
couldn't
too.
delete it.
Yeah.
But back in my day job days, this is how productive it was at work. I remember going down to like the graphic design team, and I go, I was a screenshot. I screenshotted it, and I go, "Can you blow this up and put it on poster board?"
And he brought it.
And I did.
That's hilarious.
He
Do you have a
brought
photo of that?
Oh, I'd have to
You
dig.
must
It's
have
got-
a photo.
yeah.
That's the
He
best.
brought it to the-
I love stuff like that.
It was
Yeah.
like the anniversary of candies, and he brought the big.
That's really great.
Yeah, he would. His goal was kind of like you on Instagram. Sometimes his goal was to get more likes than my actual post.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
so-
That's not my goal. That's never been
Yeah.
my goal.
No, but your goal on Instagram is like if you're commenting on it, you like to get like a funny.
I have a
comment
thing.
to
Hey,
get
tell me what you
likes.
think about this, Greg. I like to like on Instagram,
Yeah.
like any video that I look at. Do you ever feel like guilty? Like, fuck, I've looked at Instagram for like 2 hours straight.
Oh yeah, of course.
I could have been working on something. So what I do is I don't get to scroll to the next video till I think of a funny comment to put.
Oh, smart.
And so like I'll just sit there sometimes at the airport, like I've been on this for 2 minutes and I haven't put a funny thing on
Yeah.
this because I won't let myself scroll. But then after like 2 or 3 hours, like the next day, I'll see that those comments have hundreds
Yes.
of likes or
Yeah.
thousands sometimes of likes, and so that makes me feel not as big of a piece of shit about looking
good.
at TikTok or Instagram.
Yeah.
For so long.
I'll open up comments and be like, "Oh, Jeff has already been
Yeah,
here."
me too.
I've done that sometimes too, and you're on
Well,
there.
also,
it's always
dude,
funny when your friends are on there.
The
Yeah.
comments are fucking hilarious. Like now,
He
it's
gets funny in there, yeah.
I like we do this as a living, and it's like you look at some of the like a regular civilian in the Midwest will drop a fucking heater of a comment.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
God
Yeah,
damn.
some of them are like, better than anything I've said.
Exactly,
One,
yeah.
I think one of them someone stole from me, in my opinion. But it's just hard to find the genesis of something that's become common.
Yeah.
But like one of my first ones that had like hundreds of thousands of likes underneath a thing was bring back bullying. It was just like
yeah.
it was like some like wokey kind of. I wrote bring back bullying. It got
That's,
hundreds of thousands of likes. And that was years ago. Now I see it a lot. I
There's
see a
a-
lot of people go bring back bullying.
Do you know the New Yorker who does this?
No.
There's a New Yorker who it's Gomez something. Let's see if I can pull it up. He makes merch.
Oh,
And
interesting.
He'll stitch really terrible cringe videos, and he'll
Oh,
say that
well, there you go.
they're pieces
Because
of
I
shit.
was like, I wrote that, and I still get likes on that comment from years ago,
Really?
and so I was like, now I'm seeing other people write it, and I don't know if who
That's the only negative
who invents
about it.
anything really, but I just like in my mind I was like, I was early on this.
The only negative
his
about
name's
it.
Duke Gomez, if you want to look him up. It's
cool.
I'll do that every once in a while. We'll have a comment, get a bunch, and then my feed is just all those, like
yeah.
all the likes, and I'm like, I just want to see my feed.
I know. You know, be queer.
He's just consistently trolling everyone.
Yeah, I love it. Make men men again. That's great.
I bet he sells a lot of.
It's weird that you got merch though. You know.
Is where you draw the line?
Well, I mean, just like it's just another grift. You know.
We're all grifts.
I know.
We're all
Money,
grifting.
How much to go get a job at Applebee's for 2 weeks?
Honestly, that sounds pretty awesome. I would.
You got to go through the training and work a week.
It is different to have a job and not need it.
Yeah,
dude, I know, right?
The liberation of going at any point, I will tell everyone here to fuck off, and I'm
exactly.
gone.
Yeah. Oh man, honestly,
back when you hate the job, it's because you needed it. So you go, I can't say anything.
The only problem is, we'd have to have something in the contract that I can just leave if I get an audition. I can't.
Of course you can, but you won't get paid.
Right. No, Applebee's won't pay me, but
No,
you guys.
we won't pay.
That's right.
You gotta fulfill the.
Well,
I gotta fulfill the contract.
I mean, you could start your 2-week Applebee's stint whenever you want, man.
How many days a week does he have to?
It's got to be 2 weeks. He's got to go through the training and then work a week.
I know, but what do you mean work a week? Is this like 4-day work week? Or
yeah, you got to
40 hours.
Yeah, you got to get a job,
dude. Awesome.
You got to.
I couldn't do that.
And honestly, you don't have to do Applebee's.
You couldn't do it. It'd be so fun.
You don't have to do Applebee's. You could do Chili's. You could do
love Chili's.
Dude, I get antsy when it's been an hour during a podcast. I'm like, all right, I got to check
my
phone.
What time is it? Yeah.
I start setting my watch.
Outback Steakhouse.
George is approved Outback.
I love Outback.
We'll open up to any of these.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He also said P.F. Chang's is on the list.
We're reasonable.
Red Robin.
God,
We help you. You help us with a low price.
Yeah.
Red Robin.
Well, I got to do it for a whole
love
week.
that job. I was good at that job.
But I can just leave when I do auditions, and I don't get paid if I don't do it.
You just tell them when you interview, hey, when I
if
have
you
an
want, you
audition.
can hook up with the hostesses.
Yeah. I think we're gonna
they
go.
like
with,
you and it's consensual.
They got to be able to.
It's gonna be another $1,000.
16 and up, baby.
Is it too much?
$1,000?
Yeah.
I think $1,000 for 2 weeks.
Thousands plus salary.
But
Yeah.
you're making money from them.
Yeah.
And minimum wage is like $900 now because all these little bitches complain.
It is $900.
Every young person's like, why isn't the minimum? Why do you want the minimum? Is that how lazy you fucks are? They go, what's the lowest they have to pay us? What is the absolute
What
lowest?
is ours? 20 or 18? In California?
It's 21, I think.
21?
Yeah, bro.
Dude.
I'll make.
Also, here's the caveat.
I'll make $21
more
an
than
hour at
comedy.
Outback.
Here's our caveat: is we are deducting what you make after the first week out of the $1,000.
Interesting. No.
Just no is his answer.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I've
No,
reviewed
thank
and I'm out.
Okay, all right.
No, $1,000 plus wages. That'd be, and
Thousands
bloomin'
fair.
onion.
$1,000's fair, yeah.
I don't believe he'll do it. Lock that in. $1,000.
Lock it in.
I don't think he'll do that. I think he's gonna go. This wasn't worth it.
3 days
He's
in.
in second shift going, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, what the fuck did I
Shouldn't
do?
have done this.
Well, dude, I had a buddy.
Come sit in your section.
Oh,
He's shadowing
day.
some server that's half his age. This is Greg. He's new here. You go, we know.
Yeah, we know.
that he's
We
new.
know.
Yeah, no. Greg is a talented guy.
God,
And he's
can you
here.
imagine?
During the strike, one of my homies tried to get a job at Panda Express, and he didn't get it.
Oh, of course.
He was, dude. He interviewed and everything.
Yeah.
And they were like, "No, we don't think you're
The
the right."
idea that someone's overqualified
Isn't that insane?
blows my mind.
Yeah.
Oh, you're too good to work here. What do you mean overqualified?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want everyone here to be overqualified?
Yeah. And so what if they're gonna leave in a few? Like, just have them do
Yeah.
the. They're
They're like, we're looking for like mindless, useless idiots who will be
For
part
life.
of this corporate shill.
We
Yeah.
want someone who's going to be here for a while that sees
Yeah.
our vision. You're like, no, you don't.
No.
We're
You don't need
looking
that.
for
You
just
don't.
some robots to wait tables.
How much to work at Panda Express? Would it be cheaper or more
oh
expensive?
god, I'm probably overqualified. I love Panda Express, so $900.
Did you gain so much weight?
Oh god, all the orange chicken. It's still protein.
I think something like that's worse, like the fast casual.
Right,
like-
I think fast casual's worse. Applebee's is fun. You get to mess
Yeah.
around.
Mine would be
Yeah.
all ego based. People would be like, "Aren't you that comedian?" I'd be like, "Fucking shit."
And you
It's like
can't say
that's
it.
why I would be upset.
Yeah.
because I'd be like, "God damn it!"
They're like, "You were on late
yes,
night."
that's me. They're like, "But we've said, I know. Can we? What would you like?
You were on Fallon, right?
You know what'd
Yeah.
be funny for you?
Point to the thing, and I'll give you some chicken."
You know what'd be funny for you is that they would be like, because you have that bit about getting canceled and being at Applebee's, and they'd be like, "Did you do it?
It happened,
Did
didn't
you
it?
say the word?
Which one did you say? Which word did you say? Which group got you?
Oh, that's too funny. A couple more. How much to get slapped by one of those slap boxers?
Oh god.
Seen those guys
Yeah. Oh god.
slap people?
No. This is gonna be a high amount. I mean, they'll knock me out.
I mean, you don't know. Those
You
guys
don't know.
take it, and they like it's only one slap. Some of these slap guys take like 10 or
Yeah.
15.
Your jaw might be tough.
It's
Strong.
weight class based too, so you know.
So another
Is it weight class based?
Another 155.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah. They have like But the lightest weight for them is super heavyweight, just because all those guys.
I've only watched slap boxing in like 30-second reels. I've never like really watched the sport.
Yeah, if it's weight, I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
you're screwed.
There's no way.
250? Yeah, that'd be
You're like,
crazy.
this guy's my weight.
This guy's my weight.
How much do you weigh?
That's great. I'm 220.
Nice.
Yeah.
215.
Oh yeah, the same weight class.
All right, so a fellow 155er slaps you in the face.
Yep. And you get to slap them once. How about that?
If you
don't fall.
If I don't
fall, or we'll give you the first slap. How about that?
Oh, that's good.
And then that's fair.
That sweetens
That's
the
fair.
pot.
Well, also.
So if you take them
my
out,
torn meniscus, I can't really pivot like I once
you
could.
Yeah, you gotta squish the bug like you're.
That's not our fault.
Cuban baseball.
Yeah,
heroes.
not your guys' fault. It's gonna be $20,000.
Okay.
How much for a female slap boxer to slap you? Not in your weight class.
It could be any weight.
Just a lady. She don't need to be your weight.
Well,
Seems
now I'm worried
unfair.
I'm gonna
She's
come.
a woman.
Yeah.
I'm too scared I'll come when she slaps
And you
me.
can come.
Oh wow!
You get the
$5.
$5. Lock it in.
No,
you said it. That's how
would it be a strong lady? A strong lady,
Yeah, she's a slap boxer.
like a UFC.
No,
Yeah.
she's a slap.
She's a slap boxer.
Yeah, she's pro. They're pro.
Yeah, 20 grand.
20 grand. Half.
Same.
Was it? Didn't you say 40?
Nah, I said
He
20
said
twice.
20 no matter
yeah,
what.
but you're
Yeah, I mean,
ready.
either way.
You were ready.
Either way, it's
He was ready for it to
sucks
be.
either way.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
gonna be bad. I'll get knocked out.
Oh my god! How much to go around in a wheelchair for a week?
Oh wow.
Seems like it.
Like
could
a
be-
black lady at the airport, just in a wheelchair you don't need.
Well, no, because we're not going to give him the motorized.
No, it's just one
It's
of
a
the people. You'll have
regular
someone
push
pushing you
wheelchair.
around. Yeah, you'll have to use your muscles.
But I mean, your leg's bad, so
Yeah.
this might not be a bad thing for you.
It's actually helpful because I have the knee brace. I get to wear my knee brace.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Oh.
for 1 week wheelchair, but you got to take it everywhere.
Yeah.
Does your house have stairs?
Yeah.
That's gonna suck.
Our house is.
We will not cover the install of that chair
Yeah,
thing. That
yeah.
goes.
Tough.
You know what's funny? Yeah, there is actually.
His apartment complex gets sued because they're not.
He says to his girlfriend, he runs up the stairs holding the wheelchair, and he's like, "Don't tell Jeff and Josh."
Don't tell Jeff and Josh.
She's like, "Why are you doing this?"
No, I'd have to loop around the backyard, go around the side,
Every
and then go
time,
up one
for a
little
week.
thing. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'd get a jacked upper body, you know?
Yeah, your arms are gonna be strong. Wheelchair people, strong arms.
Strong, very strong.
That's one of the perks.
Legs though.
Legs a little weak.
One whole week. $2,000.
Okay. Wow, let's lock that in.
Lock that in.
That's
dude.
a terrible decision.
We know we're not gonna have to.
$2,000 is not enough for that, Luis. Send your money. We want to do this. Let's send it right here. It's a little
$5,000,
UPC
Luis.
code. Send in this money. That's great. We got a money guy, according
We
to
got a money
Josh,
guy,
that
yeah.
I've never
I
heard
still don't
of
know
or
what that
seen.
means.
We got a guy. He says, "Call me, and if it's worth doing it, he's gonna pay it." We got him.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a
got
guy
it. No, we
managing
got
the
him.
I
money.
need a
Money guy.
haircut soon, so yo, Bo,
Yeah.
send me that money for that shaved head. Let's finish on that one. How
wait.
much to shave your head?
Oh, okay. So here we go. Back to I've been wanting to shave my head, but you know, with auditions and stuff, it's like I can't mess up.
Well,
my
what's
look.
the slow season for
Hiding
acting?
behind the auditions, just nonstop.
Well, there must
it's
be a
my
slow
income.
season. There must be a slow season for acting. I mean, and I only think this because my shitty agents and manager, I go, well, I haven't had an audition in a while. They go, oh, it's a slow time of year. Like,
Yeah.
so
Oh, yeah.
All year is just a slow time of year if
Yeah.
you're my reps.
God, remember back in the in-person days we saw each other?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah.
I'd go to like 6 auditions a day. In fact, my biggest regret is how unprepared I was for the audition.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I can't prepare for like 6 roles that you just sent to me last night.
Yeah.
Now I could be totally prepared.
my
I
God.
don't ever get auditions.
Now we're too prepared.
Yeah.
How much for you to shave your head?
What did I say?
$2,000,
I said
he
$2,000.
said.
Yeah. But also,
Right?
like, I'm really vain again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that's pretty low. I thought you'd
really?
pick a higher number.
No, my hair grows fast. Or hair grows fast. And now that I'm not drinking, my hair's growing
What are
way
we talking,
better.
a 1 or a bic?
I think we said,
said
1.
Bic.
I don't mean a big. That seems a little aggressive.
How much to bick it then?
It'd be higher.
I'm pretty sure it was big.
He said big.
I think I did,
And we're locked
but
in.
also,
Here's
Oh,
an
we-
amendment.
seems unfair. Can't you just be fine with me shaving my head?
Yeah,
No.
half.
We just go on what you said.
and
man.
we
used
got,
to
we got a money guy now.
I used to do a half back in
I
the
think
day.
2,000 is fair for me to shave my head.
For a bick.
Because you guys were going, that's really low, Jeff, and I was sticking to my guns. But like big.
All right, here's the thing. We'll go back to the video, and whatever the video says, we'll do.
Fuck you.
Wow.
His was like 900,000 or
Mine was
something.
a
His
lot.
he's never gonna do anything.
No,
this podcast won't.
I'll bick mine for $5,000.
Bick.
Bic? Yeah, I know. Now that we're saying Bic.
It's a little different. Also, Bic's getting free marketing. We would just mean razors.
Yeah.
They're going to sponsor us.
You have to get one of those guys at the barbershop to use one of those knives to...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It'd have to be that. That'd be cool. But I'm going to say 10 grand.
Okay.
10 grand.
Yeah.
How much?
But you've been wanting to shave your head, and that means you're going to soon do it for free.
No, I would love to do it for...
You're not going to get paid. You're going to have to pay a guy to shave your head.
I'd love to do it for a roll.
Okay, well,
that's
we got a roll.
Maybe you get in some, movie like Ex Machina or something. You
That's not bread roll, Josh. That's
like that hot chick. Well, who's in that? That girl's beautiful.
I forget her name. But Oscar Isaac, roll. Fellow Cuban.
Nice. All right, well, that's a good one.
Last one, how much to shave your eyebrows?
Just your eyebrows.
But keep
fit,
the
you're
mustache.
living Silver Lake. It'll be fucking no problem for you.
But keep the mustache. That
Keep
you
the
have going on
mustache,
right
shave
now.
the eyebrows.
Be like, they fell.
Yeah. Oh, man. I think we're going to say another 10,000.
What about the
Another
mustache?
10?
Is the mustache important to your look right now? Would you? What's
No,
the
that can grow back
That can grow
fast.
back fast, yeah. So...
That's what I think about head hair too. The reason I'm so low with my price on head hair, or lower than other guests we've had, is just because I'll wear a hat for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then after 3 weeks, my hair will be pretty much back.
Yeah. Mustache, I'd shave it for $3,000.
That's ridiculous.
Shave your mustache
You're
for
ridiculous.
$3,000?
That should be like a $200 thing.
$200?
Yeah, you're gonna shave your mustache.
I've had this mustache for since 2019.
All right, how about
I have not shaved since 2019.
Think you look handsome. They're gonna go, oh, you look good without your mustache, and then in fucking 2 weeks you'll have a mustache again.
Yeah.
How about this? We'll compromise.
$1,000.
$1,000.
Yeah.
And then how about this? We'll compromise. $500 to shave half.
I love this one.
$500 to shave half the
You
mustache.
shave half the mustache. You keep the other half.
No, that's worse. Because then I will walk into an audition and they'll be like, "What's going on here?
What happened?"
I just got to shave the whole thing.
The battery died on my razor.
Yeah. I was running late.
You could choose which halves though, so it could be just the edges, and then you're just left with this middle part.
Yeah, if you want to keep them.
Yeah, you want to just do
I
that.
actually can't even get one of those. I can't even grow a Hitler stash because that's not on purpose.
Well,
That
he
just
wouldn't have wanted you.
It doesn't
anyways.
grow. Yeah, he wouldn't want my
He wouldn't
homage.
be too pissed off that you're not in the group.
Yeah.
All right.
He heard Hitler and he came running over.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Our producer came over right at that moment. That's why it was a little lull. Where can people find you, Greg?
Instagram, Greg M. Santos. That's the only one I really care about. You
Okay.
can find me on TikTok. But
Nice. And then that's got all your live comedy dates
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Joshua?
Watch his. He does cool sewing YouTube videos too.
Oh, nice.
So
I'll watch those.
Josh Nelson Comedy.
And JeffDye.com. I'm coming to all sorts of different places. I don't know where I'm next, but find it on JeffDye.com and share it so people go. Also, I'm doing exclusive Patreon videos, which have been awesome and fun to shoot. I'm doing a lot of those, so subscribe to my Patreon, which is patreon.com/JeffDye.
Sexual stuff?
No sexual stuff. Just me
Yet.
ranting. That's all. But it's fun. We love you guys.
Thank you.